Hey everybody, welcome back to Lord's Bees for yet another video. I bet you guys didn't expect to see one so quickly after we just posted one yesterday, but after, not yesterday, but the week before, my mom got into her hive and things looked a little off. She saw some larvae getting dragged out earlier this week, and it's just continued to look a little different. So we found out that the queen had been killed. She wasn't doing her job. Might have been a drone layer. Might not have mated well. So we're actually getting ready to shake some bees and install a new package. So we're going to get that taken care of, and then maybe once we're all finished, I'll talk with my mom about her experience and talk about what she saw and what kind of clued her into the fact something might be wrong. So let's get out to the hive. Okay, not just me. Just film everything.
Here's a beekeeper right there.
Yep.
And
I'm curious. I wanted to come over because I'm really curious to look inside this
am I an anomaly?
and see what they look like. No,
Okay, bring it
you're
in
not.
close so you can hear.
I'm gonna go run it. Harry, give my phone.
Okay, I can smell mite away or something.
Yeah, I found a varroa mite on one of the larvae.
I would take all these off right now
Okay.
because that will discourage the bees to stay in there
All right.
until they get established. Get something to put those in.
Yeah.
So how long have you been keeping bees for?
7 years,
7 years.
I think. Maybe longer. Goes by so fast. Yeah, and these, which one is, what kind of treatment is this one?
The acne ball.
Okay. Some of that stuff you're not supposed to handle without gloves.
Oh. Well, that's good to know.
Okay. So, some I have to look at that one, see what they use, I forget.
Need a smoker?
But it can, no, we'll be okay. It can kill your queen too, some of that stuff.
That apivir?
Formic acid. Building away. Yeah, see, smell your frame.
What does it smell? What am I
It
smelling?
smells like that. So it can, with the new hive especially, it can drive them out.
Because he just put some in his hive yesterday.
Oh yeah, look at that. I really like oxalic acid vapor, but you gotta wear a respirator with it and goggles. But that's what I like. And you have to do 3 treatments. They seem relatively calm.
Yeah, they're usually pretty calm. But yeah, see, this was like this last week, and the queen was in there last week.
Yeah, so
We didn't see her, but we saw her on a video that we took that day later. And we've never seen worker brood in there, ever. Of course, we're not experts, but...
as calm as these are, I think the queen is still in here. But I'm not
They get
seeing...
aggravated when she's gone.
I'm not... Yeah, they'll be noisy and fanning and...
I haven't noticed them ever being aggravated.
And you seen her last week. So it's too late. I can't blow air with the mask on. Okay, there's some eggs down there. So if you seen her last week, it's too quick for them to become laying workers. So I just think you got a defunct queen.
I mean, and at first I see 2 eggs in a cell, and they said that sometimes your queen just has to get in a rhythm. And
Yeah, they'll do that.
So.
I've had queens lay several eggs within a cell. Matter of fact, last year, I don't know, it was weird. I had a couple of hives that just had like multiple eggs in each cell, and I thought for sure I had laying workers. I mean, there's 5, 6, 7 eggs in a cell. I took a photo of it, and then I seen the queen in there. I'm like, what the heck? So I just let it go, and she got it figured out, and it turned out to be an awesome hive. I'd like to find her so we can kill her for sure. And we'll just add these new bees right in here. And let's see her.
I gave you something to think about, huh? Do you mark your queens?
What's that?
Do you mark your queens?
No, I used to. It takes a lot of time to mark them, and then I'd get frustrated because I'd mark them, and then I'd go out there and look at them later, and I'd have new queens in there where the marks would wear off, but mostly they'd supersede a queen or something.
Frame over twice yesterday.
Seen her last week.
Yeah, we saw her on a video. I have a picture on my phone.
It's so weird. Yeah, you're right. There is no good brood on here whatsoever. It's all drone brood, every frame. It's just drone brood. There's some eggs in here. Seen her last week. It's definitely not a laying worker.
A laying worker would be putting multiple eggs in the cell, correct?
Right. Yes and no.
Sometimes 4 or 5.
Sometimes they don't. I had some hives last year that actually looked like this, and they have 1 egg in every cell. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Good, we found her.
I see her right there.
Oh, yeah.
You want to make a tight tack out of her?
Wait, where?
This is called pinching.
It's right there, right at the tip of my tool here.
Is that called pinching?
Oh, yep.
So, do you have a little...
Have a clip.
So I'm actually going to put some queens in my freeze dryer and then use that acrylic epoxy and cast them in it. I think that'd be kind of
so
cool.
I can remember it. She didn't do her job.
She's a good looking
You
queen.
got your clip in there?
But she's definitely not doing her job. Oh yeah, queen clipper, right there. She's a good one to experiment on, because if you hurt her, you're not out nothing. Yep, just bees and all, right there. There you go.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you missed her.
I did?
Yeah, she went running.
Did
She's
you?
right here.
Where?
Now, hold on, let her get back up on top. Get her that time? Yep,
Yeah.
perfect.
There she is.
Okay. So, what I like to do, we have bees flying around here. Ooh. Yeah, we got the queen out of there, so I'm not worried about that anymore. I just want to look at these frames. So there's a good shot for you. She's just a horrible queen.
Here's the queen.
Now this is a queen cup right here, right?
Yeah, that's a queen cup. When I see those in a hive, I generally like to just look at them and see if there's anything in them.
So do you think
So
they
it's
were
okay to do
wanting to
that, huh?
supersede her on their own?
Probably because they know she's poor, but
There was a queen cell the first week.
she's clearly not fertilized. She's a non-fertile queen.
Yeah, they should have to give me another one.
And they build queen cups all the time. Yeah, look at that. Just no. So what I'd recommend is keep these framed out put them in a shady spot. Some raccoons will love to eat them, so you want to.
You want a bucket? So we don't have to take them out in the field?
No, because that's your problem.
Okay.
If it was laying workers, then I would take it out in your field about 200 feet away and shake them all. But she's your problem.
Well, it's not me.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
This is insane.
Both sides of that frame. And she's just an unbred queen. And so the only eggs she can lay is drone eggs, because drones are unfertilized eggs. It's weird. Drones have a grandpa, but they don't have a daddy.
So why wouldn't they kill her?
Well, because they know she's their only form of survival. Set that one over there. Let's see here. Here's some more of this. So this frame's good. There's nothing on that, so
I can put that back in.
yep. Use that one.
Are we going to use that box still too then?
Yeah, we'll just keep this box.
Oh, good. That one looks good.
Shoot, let's get some on that side. I just don't want these bees expending any of their energy or time
Taking those
to
out.
raising drones. We can use that one. We'll put
What?
that in the middle, this in the middle. And we can use that one. So we'll do that. You got some new frames we can put in there? Oh, we got this one. Make sure we got all this stuff out of here too. Here's another one of the wafers.
Another question for you, Colin. Did you say you have to have a respirator for that spray?
Yeah, that silic acid paper.
That's impossible.
No, I just buy one off Amazon. It's like $30 or something.
Okay, and I was going to say, should we pay you to come do
I might have a respirator. I
Yeah.
got the health department. We've got one.
So there's a real nice one on Amazon. It's a full mask one that I want to buy. It's like $65 or something. And then you have just a small number of hives, so you could get the vaporizer thing that you plug, hook on a battery, put the acid in it, and you slide it in the entrance. Only takes a couple minutes a hive to do.
I'll be waiting.
And you do it when you have cap brood, you got to do it 3 times. About 5 to 7 days apart because of that cycle. It doesn't kill the mites underneath the cappings. So you'll want to do it 3 times, and that just gets that cycle, and it literally wipes the mites out of your hive. I have a picture. My bees last year, I had them all in my yard because it was rained so much and so muddy I couldn't get them out in my pasture. So I had them up in the side of my house. You know, I had 100 hives up there, and the corner hives will catch most of the bees that are coming back that have mites on because they're just, you know, they're full of nectar or pollen and they're tired. And they'll land in their end hives. And it had, I don't know, I treated this one. And I went back 5 days later, pulled the boxes off, looked at my painted bottom boards. I had a dead mite about every 1/8 of an inch. Severe infestation. Okay, you got an empty box. Yes. Okay, good. So, first, this is the way I like to do this. It's just a quick, nice install. We'll just get the can out. So, we'll just do that. And I'm not worried about giving these guys a headache. They'll be okay. I just kind of knock them all down. Pull this queen out. And I'm just going to look and make sure she's alive and okay. We'll have some dead bees in there. So
Looks like one of
this guy, he puts nurse bees in there. But there's a queen. You can see her down here in the bottom. You get the sunlight behind. You can see her walking.
Oh, yeah.
She's the bigger one right there.
Okay. So
Okay.
just pull that pink thing off, right?
Yep, so just take this cap off. And there's the candy plug. And we're gonna let these bees clear this plug out. It'll take probably 4 days because we have your older bees here. And then we got newer bees we're just gonna throw in there with them. But the way I like to put this in the hive is like this. So any of the worker bees in there, nurse bees that die, they fall down away from the plug and they don't plug that plug up.
So she can get up.
Right. Then I just like to put her right in the middle of the hive and squish these frames together. Some people like to push them into wax. I don't generally like to do that. I like to just put them right there like that.
So it won't come back. It won't move at all.
No, these bees will kind of glue that all together
Okay.
within just a few minutes. I mean, so quick.
Okay.
So we'll just leave her in there like that. Put that right on there.
Yeah, you want a bigger frame? Because I have one.
No, this is fine. The only reason why I do this is just keep them from, you know, because they're kind of like
This is
putty.
a great idea. I like this better than the way we did
You
it.
got my can of water.
It's right here.
And I just like to just, this doesn't hurt these guys.
That's what the guy did on video. Had a water bottle.
Gives them a drink. Get them all wet. This can in my hand again. Can you smell that banana smell from them? They're upset.
Oh yeah.
That's their pheromones that they're being attacked or whatever.
Yeah.
It's that banana smell. But see, now they're wet. They're not flying all over.
Here, that came.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I had a can that lid fell off, so we'll grab that.
That red thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a cough. I had a can I dropped in here. When I dropped it in here, that plug for the syrup fell out of it. Yeah, there's a few dead bees in here. They're always there sometimes.
So does
So
it
I-
matter that these feeder things get plugged with bees? I mean,
Yeah, you kind of want to try to keep those out. It's hard to do that. But see, these guys are wet, so they're not really going anywhere. Oh,
yeah, I'll put in there. So when they all calm down, can I just come out and slide the lid and empty those out?
yeah, and there might be a few dead bees on top, and you can just scrape those off. But of course, the bees will clear them all out.
So I just filled it yesterday.
But they'll get dried up, they'll get warmed up, and they'll just disappear.
Thank you so much.
So what we want to do is put your lid back on. See, these guys are all wet. They're getting up here so they can dry off in the sun. There we go.
And then just give it like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I have a question for you, Ken.
Oh gosh.
You were
I'm
going to
sorry,
take the
Katie.
money out there, so the nursing bees and stuff would probably come back.
Yeah,
So
some of them
now-
will
so
just
now we
get
got a-
lost.
Now we got a more crowded box.
Right.
I'm gonna have to buy an insurance that go too fast.
Yeah, they're gonna, you got so many bees in there now, they'll build wax really fast and they'll get going. And that feed, they'll gobble that feed up quick. Oh, it's gonna show you with the feed. So these man lake feeders, I love them. They're really nice. The thing I like about them is you can keep the bees away from this feeder. You can pull these out and real quick, like, just dump those right out and shove it right back in there.
Okay. How often should I be checking with this many bees for the feed? Because this holds a gallon, right?
Yeah, so these guys, if they really get going on that feed, depends how the nectar is. They prefer the nectar over feed. So
We said
if they
it.
really
Set
get
it
going
tight.
on that feed, they can have this feed cleared out in, I have some hives clear feed out in 3 days.
Okay. So check
3
it
to 4
every-
days. I just do it once a week,
Okay.
you know.
So, and you said to do it for 2 to 3 weeks, right?
I would, on a brand new hive, so you can get all that wax built, I'd do it until you got 2 boxes pretty much built up.
Oh, okay.
The reason why is you want to get to your honey, which is your 3rd box, but you don't want syrup honey, you want real honey.
So, oh, I lost my question.
There we go.
How long do you think it'll take to fill the box up to get to a second box?
It really depends. I mean, you got right here, you got get dandelions blooming, the trees are blooming. You know, there's a lot of nectar out there right now. A lot of people say don't feed them
Yeah.
right now because there is so much. But if you feed them, they don't have to go out and forage for all that. And you got new equipment, and they can just work on building that new equipment out.
Okay. And then,
So about 3 weeks. So, well, you got 8 frame box here, so you'll probably be 2 weeks to put your second one on, maybe sooner, because you already got some wax built out. So I just watch it.
is it like, because it's got a feeder in there, how many frames should be full and covered with bees in an 8-frame box to put the next box on?
If you open that box and all 8 frames are covered with bees, I mean
better
it's
get
solid with
another
bees,
box.
I'd put another box on.
Okay, so not before that?
But you're not gonna want to do that for at least 3 weeks, because your new bees aren't gonna start hatching until 21 days. Well, it's gonna take them 4 days to get her out. Maybe 2 days with that many bees in there, they'll probably get her out a little quicker.
Okay.
So 21, 22, 23 days, 23, 24 days is when your new bees will start hatching.
Okay, and then you want a box.
Yeah, so and when they start hatching, you're gonna have, you know, she can start laying 1,500 to 2,500 eggs a day. So, you know, a package of bees is about, what, 10 to 12,000 bees. So that package we just put in there, that was a heavy package, so there's probably 12, 14,000 bees in that package we just put in there. So about, I think they say like 3,000 bees per frame. So if you do the math, that's 20,000 bees.
So they should be pretty covered.
Yeah.
Alright. And so in 4 days, check to see if the queen's released. Or just maybe fill the food.
Yeah, I'd let them sit in here for, I wouldn't even come and check her for a week.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then just come fill it?
I'd wait until next week, and then I'd come, well, you can look and see how they're doing on the syrup. But I think I'd just leave it alone for a week. They don't like to be bothered much, so
Alright.
leave it alone for a week, and then pull that queen cage out of there. You can carefully pull, I always pull the outside frame first. Then I move the frames over and pull it up.
You don't roll any?
But you can move a clump of frames over, so you can move a middle frame over, so it's not hitting anything when you pull it out. Because you don't want to, the queen's on there, what people do typically is they pull that middle frame out, and she's on it, well, she's a little bubble on there. And they bring her up, and they're built out comb, and then the wood there, and they roll her and squish her.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
So you want to
do
pull it away from any frames, lift it up, look on there, and see if you got capped brood
that. Okay.
for eggs. You know, in a week from now, you're looking for eggs,
Alright.
maybe some hatch larvae.
It'll be exciting to actually see like
And I can come back
eggs
out.
in there.
Let me know. I'll come back
Okay.
out next week and we'll look at it.
Because it would be nice to have, you know, somebody tell you what's normal and what's going on.
Yeah. And then your frames here we pulled out. These black frames, they're awesome because you can see the eggs. But if you look around the edges here, the sun is already starting to melt them.
Yeah.
They melt so fast with the sunlight. And when it melts the wax off, the bees won't build on them. So we want to get these out of the sun. So you have a box over here. Let's just put them in this box. Knock these bees off here again.
You can put them in the shed.
In this box. You don't have another lid, do you?
Brian, can I borrow your lid?
Yeah.
Right
I've
off
been
the
watching
line.
your former queen.
Because what I like to do sometimes with a box is just, you can just set them right here and the bees won't be able to get in it. Just put another lid on there and it's already out here for you.
Okay. So those frames will be okay, or will I have to put some wax?
No, they'll be fine. It didn't melt that much.
I'm sorry,
It'll be
Kaden.
okay.
Once they're dried out, do we scrape that stuff off of them?
Should we get
Let's
an
just
inner
throw
cover?
that. No, we're just going to throw that on so the bees can't get in here. And then we'll let these drone and all that drone brood just die.
I can't breathe, I can't blow. It'll be okay.
There.
Can I get you about 3
Oh yeah, mine's 10 frames.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
there you go.
Hey guys, just wanted to follow up with this video with a quick little follow-up video, I guess. So as you saw in the video, as I talked about in the beginning, we thought that the queen had been killed. My mom had somebody come out previously to today to take a look, and he couldn't find her. So we thought she was dead, but as you saw in the video, we found her, and she's just a drone layer or something, but apparently wasn't mated very well, but we got it taken care of. So we're excited to see how that is going to continue on as we keep these bees going, and hopefully we have a little more success in that hive, and my mom sees some good brood coming, but time will tell. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again on our next video with Lord's Bees. Thanks guys.